Hello, this is Joe Curry. I hope you're doing well. Uh, what I'm going to try and be doing is the part where you don't see me. We're going to be talking about a bunch of different things. To start out with, some of my friends that are in Nigeria, Ghana, Togo, and these are countries in Africa. Um, my goal is to help them set up some sort of renewable solar system that's very, very simple. Some of the people I'll be dealing with may not be educated as far as electronics or internet use. And me and a gentleman named Ione Fakorde, Fakorde, or as I know, Io Fakorde. And if you're from Columbia, South Carolina, where I'm at, on Two Notch Road, they have Ford International, where they have a great line of halal meat and African specialty foods. Anything from pounded yam, palm oil, oh, the list goes on and on. And if you uh, go in there and tell them, say, hey, look, I heard Joe on YouTube. She'll give you 5% off whatever you purchase, just to let you know. Now, IO for Cord, me and him, I've worked for them, so I'm very familiar with their products. I'm almost familiar with Nigeria and some of the people coming from there. And they're some of my best friends I've ever met in my life. Um, a lot of these people come to this country and they're looking for jobs. They're very hard workers. They're very family oriented, and they wouldn't they wouldn't take anything from you even if you give it to them. They're very prideful too. Um, but they've actually taken me in as a friend, and I don't forget about things like that. So as my time with IO has been the last 6, 7 years, um, I was there when his wife. I was running a store when his wife finally had her first child, and they had to wait a long time. And now that IO has two children now, two boys, and these lovely children. He has a lovely wife. So do I, of course. I have a wonderful wife. I've been married 42 years. And I'm going to pause a second and I'm going to go out to my laundry room slash tinker room. Go out there and tinker a little bit. And we're going to talk a few minutes, and hopefully, this video, IO is going to take it and pick it up again off of YouTube in Nigeria and talk to those friends over there so that we could help them set up and get some renewable energy for their lighting and some of their needs over there. They live a different lifestyle than some of us in the States, but uh, things like lighting, computer time, internet for education can really, really help these young people over there that may not have a job, but they might be able to get learning more than they have over there. You know, they have schools they go to when they can. But my goal is to put laptops and the internet and enough energy that's free from the sun once the equipment's paid for to sustain them with education. Okay? And yes, we're going to have a place. We're not doing it yet, but we're going to give you a chance to participate. We're not begging for money. Okay? And, but if you want to participate, when we do some drives on maybe buying people that already have internet and maybe tablets might help them, something lower cost or whatever. We're going to be accountable for that. And we're going to make available anything that we spend it on. Okay? So we're not going to be a charitable organization, but we're going to do the transfer. And we're going to let you meet and know who some of these people are and what they're doing. You know, we might do interviews with them. I might tell IO, go over there, take your camera, and get me interviews with these young people. And we're going to have a lot of fun. Now, one of the other things that I'd like to do, I'm a big time YouTube watcher. And some of the things that I like to watch is these people that are setting up to be homesteaders. Okay? I'll name a few. There's Al and Gina at Lumina Acres. Now, I haven't physically, I'll be doing that a lot. My back gets I have arthritis in my lower back. Al and Gina, I've been watching them since they got this big farm. And they built their own house. I mean, piece by piece. And I got to watch the whole thing. It was so exciting to know that they're out there. They built another workshop and then they built a barn. And I know the names of their animals. So it's so exciting. And I know it's kind of silly in a way. But they're out there making it. Al decided that he was going to live off that farm. And we get to live with him. Okay? And Al's really nice. Him and his wife are just, they're wonderful people. Recently, I'd probably say about 2 or 3 years, his wife had some serious medical problems. And I learned so much about women's anatomy through Gina and Al, and how compassionate he was to go with her, to stay with her at the hospital. And she was more worried about the cow. Who was going to take care of the cow? Who was going to take care of the animals? It just really kind of like, it really got to me. Now, after watching Al, I met Julie and we'll come back to her. Anyway, I get some of those, what you call them, senior moments. I'm sure some of you guys get it too. But some of the other ones that I used to watch, or I enjoy watching, is Paul with Stud Pack. His son decided that he was going to go and help his father out. And he was going to make a YouTube channel. and they go around doing projects. You probably may have, you know, uh, when you get to their channels, make comments, you know, and say, hey, Paul, there's this nutty guy down there in Colombia. He talks about you. And he's a hoot. I'm not joking. Him and his son, I mean, they're so sincere, you know, and they're so normal, you know, because they're like, you know, they're like me. You know, we're normal people. You know, we have bills to pay, you know, and we're not driving around in Cadillacs. And when the car breaks, guess what? I'm going on YouTube on how to fix it. Isn't that a hoot? Now, also put down there if you would like me to think about trimming my beard. And my wife likes it. Now I'm about bald up here in my back of my head. Just throw that out there. But um, but stud pack, and then my real favorite is R&R Builders. Kyle and Greg. Good golly. I mean, talking about two young, hard-working men. And Greg, I am so proud of you that you went and married and you got that child on the way. I'm just so proud of you. You don't know how much that means to me to know that young people are doing the right thing and they're building a family. Okay? That's uh that's the thing, okay? Um but you know these channels to me are well, hold 1 second.